Hi, it's Palest Blue, but you guys can call me Harry. And today we've got a game of Domination on Crisis. This is going to be kind of the first video in my close reading series, where I'm just going to kind of look at everything I do in the game and explain a lot of tactics and apply them to each individual map and game type, and try to establish some sort of consistency in what I'm saying, so that when you approach a map, when you approach a game type on the map, you kind of know some specific tips rather than just very general advice. So as I say, we're on Crisis Domination here. In the beginning, we have the home flag and we cap A there, but the next thing you want to do is we get in B. You really always want a home flag and B in Domination. That's pretty basic. That kill was quite lucky. The guy just ran straight across me. Instead of hopping on the flag with my teammate there, I decided that I'm just going to make sure that nobody sneaks up on us. It'd be better for me to, guard my teammate and make sure that he caps the flag rather than for both of us to hop on and potentially both of us to die. Here the enemy just hops on B as I head over towards C to cap that. So we end up being dominated here, and when you're dominated you really want to go for your home flag first, get an established base. If you can get B, that's great, but it's often much more difficult to just get B when you've got no flags, because B is usually quite open or quite easily accessible. So there, C's getting capped. So instead of going through the door, I go around the other way. So that's kind of taking the road less travelled, being a bit less predictable, and that's what really gets me the kill there. A few bad shots, we're talking about being predictable, and as soon as you've shot and you're a red dot on the radar, people know where you are, they can predict where you're going. So you never want to take shots like that, really, where you're not confident of getting the kill. Get a bit fortunate there, that guy's got Ghost on, so only I really able to identify him, visually, rather than by the mini-map, or might have been out here his footsteps, but they're quite hard to hear in Black Ops anyway. So once again, another Ghost guy just walked straight past me there. Bit fortunate, and it shows the fortune that goes into getting your good gameplays. So here I'm covering my right hand side with a claymore. Now I'm looking to make sure that I can only be shot on one side. You never want to allow yourself to be shot from the back and the and the sides. You only want to be able to be shot from the front if you're going to be shot at all, because then you can do something about it. If you're being shot in the back or shot in the side, you're going to be at a real disadvantage. Once again, there I'm taking good cover. He's running around a corner. There's no way he's going to be able to win that gunfight. Not in a million years. And even though I have to pop out of cover there, my aim's good enough to get me through. Here I see a few guys coming, so I shift up my position and try to shoot them in the back, which is that's the best situation you can be in, really, when you're shooting someone in the back. Again, using cover there makes difficult gunfights against multiple enemies much easier, actually. And that really demonstrating the power of cover there. Once again, I just go around the back here and shoot the guy in the back. I can't emphasize how important that is. If you can avoid a head-on confrontation, then avoid a head-on confrontation, because you're never going to die if the enemy's not looking in your direction. Recoil puts me off a bit there, but that happens quite often in Black Ops. It doesn't happen so much in other games using less recoily guns. Pre-aim at the door. See, that guy didn't do what I did earlier. He didn't go around the other way, and so he just got smoked when he came through the door. I've kind of built up my kill streaks now, and we're in a better position. We're just behind, but we've got C and B. I call in my dogs, which should do some work. And even if dogs don't get you a lot of kills, they'll kind of keep the enemy at bay, or the enemy will have to camp back and defend themselves against the dogs. So they're always effective. Coming through the tunnel is quite a dangerous move on Crisis, actually, but because I had the UAV up and because I knew the enemy positions, I was able to do that pretty safely. A bit risky there to follow that guy, having shot at him, but I banked on that he wouldn't be a confident enough player to turn around and confront me and would just keep going. And now this is a really good spot to spawn camp. You can see pretty much every way out of their spawn that's possible. Just want to switch up around this area. As you can see, I'm going from left to right, using the UAV as well as I can, making use of all the information. Not really standing still for too long. It is spawn camping, but that's not really the same as sitting in a corner. You're kind of going to just work around a general area. Spawn camping, it's quite hard to teach. Just the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. You have to attune yourself to know when you need to switch up spots, and a lot of that comes from experience, knowing the spawns and knowing how quickly spawns will shift on a certain game. But as is often the case on Crisis, because it's quite a triangular map in that the flags, rather than being in a straight line, are in a triangle. Lucky jump shot there, by the way. That guy, you know, the jump helped me, my aim helped me, but that guy really had bad aim and I probably should have died there. But jungle being a triangular map, it's quite easy for them to move around and cap another home flag. And here I make quite a smart move. I let one guy run past me because we've got the blackbird up. I let one guy run past me so I can shoot him in the back, and I catch his friend who's not prepared for me in the front. So you see, once again, I'm trying to make as many gunfights as possible, gunfights where I'm shooting them in the back. And there I bite off a little bit, you know, more than I can chew, as the saying goes. Should have really taken a bit of cover behind that front box. Teammate's got a chopper gunner at the moment, so this allows me to relocate. This is another decent spawn camping spot, but perhaps not as good as standing around in the middle. But because the blackbird's up, you know, you have a bit more flexibility because you don't have to be as you don't have to make predictions when the blackbird's up, because you already have the knowledge. So here in the chopper gunner, and this speaks for itself, I think. If you're being attacked from a chopper gunner, I don't really die that much to them because I tend to make an effort to get inside. I've never really been killed off more than 2 or 3 times by a chopper gunner, and that happens rarely. So move inside if you've not got the missiles, or if you have got the missiles, even better, because you're going to help your team out quite a lot. Anyway, that suppressed them for a while, so I can confidently move up to my spawn camping spot over here, pick up one guy. Just looking for anyone else who's looking to come over that crest there. Now that the UAV's down though, you see I'm a lot less confident with my positioning, and that shows how important the UAV, or you know, the recon plane in this game, spy plane, shows how useful it is. And now it's up, see I can be much more confident and I can move up. I don't have to be checking all of my angles because I know that they can only come at me from the front. Burst fire to get the guy long range, that's something you should definitely be doing on this game if you're not already. It may seem like you're going to slow your kill down if you're going to burst fire, but more often than not, that's fallacious thinking, and it's actually better just to burst fire your gun because you'll be hitting more bullets. But there you can see where there's no spy plane up. I turn around thinking that area's safe, and there's a guy there, and if there'd been a spy plane up I would have lived. Continued my kill streak, so I think, you know, just a few things there have demonstrated the power of the spy plane. Anyway, I see they're still, you know, clinging on to A. That's their last flag. They are on B actually, and I probably should. I criticise myself here and say that I probably should have gone for B. Tried to keep that safe and then resume the spawn camping, but nonetheless I'm going to try to spawn lock them in anyway. The point to remember is that they won't instantly move into the B spawn. So while they're still in the A spawn, I'm just going to try to lock them in there, and I'm going to show you another good spawn camping position on this map. They're quite a good, you know, it's probably easier to spawn camp the enemy team when they're at A than it is at C, so if possible get, you know, a CB sort of cap going on. But this box here is really useful, it's really good, you know, it's a head glitch. See that guy with the death machine there, he had, you know, no chance of killing me, he didn't even know I was there. Just above me as well, you know, on the upper level, you can spawn camp people behind sandbags, although you can get flanked quite easily there. Once again, I have to move out my position because I see, you know, there's no spy plane up, and I'm not sure whether someone's flanking around. Call in the napalm. No luck, but turn on there. No luck immediately, but it does prove useful. And here that's just lucky shooting really. And now I'm taking up another good spawn camping position. You see how many there are to keep them out on this side. And 2 kills there, you know, a 2-on-1 gunfight, which usually people would lose. It becomes quite easy because I've got such a huge advantage there. Probably not the best claymore position, but that's a kind of a habit that I have of doing when I go into a chopper gunner. Once again, you can hear the flares going off. Quite likely they'll get shot down. Picking up a few kills nonetheless. I still like to use the chopper gunner. I think it is it's a very powerful kill streak. Even if you're, you know, being shot down, people are still taking time out of the game to shoot you down. So you're always going to help your team if you're in a chopper gunner. If you can get it, then I highly suggest you put it on because it'll rack you up some really quick points as well. That's a really good tip actually. If you're looking to rank up quickly and you can get to chopper gunner and gunship, then go for that. But that's the end of the game, guys. Thanks a lot for listening. Hope you enjoyed the new style of commentary. Solid victory. Final score 53-2 with 4 caps and no defends. Shout out to my teammate Liam, Wolfex out top, who did a sterling job with the caps and defends. Thanks a lot for listening, guys, and I'll see you later.